So today, July 10th, we have a full moon in Capricorn, and this full moon is happening at 1:37 p.m. Pacific time, so you can adjust that for your local time. And this full moon is happening at 18 degrees, 50 minutes of Capricorn. So how is this going to affect you in your personal life, right? That's the question we all want to know. First things first, you want to find which house Capricorn rules in your natal chart. If you are not an Aries rising, Capricorn is going to rule a different house for you than the 10th house, its natural house. Now, the 10th house is all about our career, our public reputation. It also has to do with our parents. So Capricorn is generally associated with the father. Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. It's this very fatherly, Lord of Karma energy. It's a tough love energy that really wants you to get clear, get ethical. It brings structure and leadership. So Capricorn is known as the boss of the zodiac, but you are a boss of maybe a different area of your life other than career and public reputation if you're not an Aries rising. So Capricorn is going to rule a different house for you. As an example, I am an Aquarius rising, so Capricorn rules over my 12th house of subconscious, the darker parts of our emotions and things in society that we don't necessarily like to deal with, including mental health. So I don't think it's a coincidence by any means that I am a boss when it comes to things like astrology and emotions and coaching people through really tough emotional challenges that shake them awake into realizing that they were not living a life that was authentically theirs. That's just an example for you. So find which house Capricorn rules for you personally, and then also look and see, do you have any personal planets in around 18 degrees of the cardinal signs? So Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. Also think back to what was going on in your life on December 30th, 2024, 3 days before, 3 days after. That's when we have the Capricorn New Moon. And when we have a new moon, that's when we are planting the seeds for what we want to invite, manifest, grow, expand, revise in our life. And when we have a full moon, we are essentially reaping the fruits of our labor. We're harvesting the seeds that we planted. So this is not a time, the full moon is not a time when we manifest. A full moon is when we allow what needs to leave our life to go, and we welcome in the new. We do not manifest. But think back, look at text messages, social media posts, work emails if that's relevant, because Capricorn is the boss of the zodiac and does have to do with our career. But think back, wherever your energy was, wherever your focus was, that's where the energy was flowing. And then if you want more information on how this full moon is manifesting and affecting all of us, generally I have an overview on the Elevated Aura blog, but just to kind of sum up a lot of this energy for you, this energy is very much so asking us to turn inward and sort of have a review of what are we doing externally and how does that match what our inner child wants. And what I mean by that is we need to sometimes take review, and Capricorn is very good at this structure review kind of energy of overview and taking time to say, am I following this person or this leader? Am I elevating someone as like a guru when I'm perhaps outsourcing my power? I'm giving away my power. So this is a time when we sort of need to collect and take back our own power. We need to take back our own leadership. We need to take our own responsibility, Saturn. And we are being asked to really check in with ourselves and figure out, how am I feeling safe? How am I showing up as a leader? Are my goals still aligned with what I want in life? So that's basically that emotional check-in. And this might actually be a very emotional time because, like I was saying, Capricorn has to do with like the parents essentially. So every zodiac has a zodiac buddy, and Cancer and Capricorn are the zodiac buddies. So this full moon is activating the parental axis is what it's called, because Capricorn rules like the father essentially, and Saturn is connected to the father, whereas Cancer represents the mother, the moon represents the mother. And I do have to say though that from doing readings in my own personal experience, I do see a lot of mom energy bubble up with the Capricorn 10th house energy, and I do see a lot of dads bubble up with the 4th house energy. So I just generally overall want to say that you might be experiencing some sort of feeling or some sort of event related to your parents. There might be some sort of belief that needs to be let go. Maybe you've been outsourcing your power, or you've been trying to gain the approval of your parents by doing something that doesn't feel authentic to you. And that's maybe what this full moon is asking you to release and stop and check in with yourself and say, okay, what do I need to do to make my own self proud? Where is my internal compass directing me to move to? So check in with your birth chart, find which house Capricorn rules for you, look and see if you have any of those personal planets or angles around 18 degrees of the cardinal signs, because you're likely to feel the effects of this full moon the most if you do have those. And then also look back what was going on in your life around December 30th, 2024, because you'll be surprised at just how many similar themes might be bubbling up now. And for more information on this Capricorn full moon or how you can work with it, you can always visit the Elevated Aura blog. And I have a lot more on the blog too about the 5 planets stationing retrograde in July and how the collective energy can move through it. I also have a free meditation to help you ground yourself and calm your nervous system, given all of the tragic, chaotic events that are unfolding around the globe. Much love to you. Have a blessed and safe full moon.